It's on sale and brand new. While we talk about something that has been in the Professor Amos line for forever, but it's been upgraded. It's the SuperFast Max. It's still a concentrate, so it's hot water activated, but now it's in a powder formula and in the largest size we do. Why? Because we know that you got that slow drain or that clogged drain that you need to take care of, and you need to take care of it quick. It literally disintegrates, liquefies, and dissolves hair, grime, buildup in your pipes. That could be food, that could be, you know, just the lotions and the potions and all the things, the toothpaste, everything that starts slowing down those drains. We're gonna not only open up that drain, we're gonna keep that drain clean. And this is now the 16-ounce powder. So you're actually getting 16 full clog openings. That is like water not going anywhere down the drain, opening up, or you can get it for 32 maintenance drains, because I like to do that kind of regularly because you just never want it to get to that point.
Right.
But if you're at that point, we're having that slow drain, you can use this. And if you get the 16 clog openings, it comes out to be $1.88 per opening. And if you want it for maintenance, it's gonna be even half that. It's like 90 cents, which is bananas. I don't think anybody's coming to my house to do anything for 90 cents.
That's dirt cheap.
No.
You can't even get a gumball that cheap.
That's true, exactly. So tell me about this, because we've actually sold millions. You've sold millions of this
We
formula.
have. Okay, so this is SuperFast Max, and you at home, if you're familiar with the SuperFast liquid drain cleaner that we have, we've had it here since 2003. You know it, you own it, you love it. But this, if you're conscious of your dollars, this is where you're getting your value, because this is a powder concentrate, hot water activated. You'll get 24 applications out of this. That's so much more than you're used to. Now, come on down here, because I want to show you where the rubber meets the road. You see, SuperFast Max is industry leading when it comes to opening your drain lines, but it's not a drain opener. This is a drain cleaner. What that means to you is it opens the drain line and it cleans that drain line. I took an application, put it into a cup of hot water. It's already mixed. Watch this degreasing technology. Pour the application down the drain, and watch this. It has an accelerated formula. What that means to you is it works on contact. You're not waiting 30 minutes like the consumer products from the store. You give this one 10 seconds to go to work. Now, what this is designed to do, SuperFast Max is designed to turn your hair into foam. It turns the food into foam. It breaks down all that dirt, all the grease, all the oil. It breaks it down into foam. We call that saponify. That's the dynamic way that it works, by turning everything in the drain into foam. The foam breaks down into liquid. You give it about 10 minutes to do that. You run hot water for 5 minutes. That drain line comes back, squeaky clean every time you do it.
And you know it because the water's going down the drain now, right?
Yes.
Exactly. As opposed to, oh my gosh, we gotta call the plumber, or run out to the store and buy the drugstore stuff, which is sitting, you know, and it's got a bunch of warnings on it.
Yes.
And does it work? I've never had one work for me, ever.
You might get lucky. It might temporarily work. Products like these are highly corrosive. When you have a clog at home, you'll do just about anything to get that open, anything. When you're using products like these from the store, you're doing more damage than good, because products like these may contain acid or ammonia or animal fats. These are highly corrosive materials. Think about this. They say pour half that bottle. On the back of the bottle, that's a lot of chemicals that are going to be in your drain line. So 90% of the chemicals, they trinkle, they ooze, they creep, they get right past the clog, and it ends up down here at that curve unit. You see, this curve unit, it's designed to hold fluids to keep odors from coming back up and permeating through your house. The chemicals are sitting there and they're building heats of up to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. That's way too hot for the drain lines. Inevitably, it will crack them, and it could cost you hundreds. It could cost you thousands for a plumber to come and repair that.
Yeah.
I want to give that a minute and come back to it and see if anything happens.
Okay, you're nice to be able to give it some extra time.
We'll give it a shot.
Yeah, give it a shot. Why not? We got to be fair. Okay.
All right, test tube number 3 for you at home. Count to yourself right now. How long does this take to activate?
Okay.
How long does this take to go to work? How long does this take to break down last week's food? Last month's food? Valerie, even last year's food that's hardened and solidified in the inside of the drain line. 10 seconds or less.
This is why it's that industrial strength that is trusted by groomers. I know hotels and motels. And listen, your home is so important to keep those drains clear. So you're gonna wanna pick this up because it's inevitable that at some point you're gonna be like, you go to step into the shower and it's a bath, right? Because the water is standing still. Or you have guests over. It's just so easy. It's easy to store. It's easy to house because guess what? It is powder, so it's water activated. So you're getting all of these treatments, up to 32 treatments you're getting in your home. It's why we sold nearly 4,000 just since we launched the larger size. We used to make it in a 12-ounce powder size. This is a 16-ounce, so now you're getting more for less. $10 gets this home. $10 on your credit card today, and you are one step closer to not having to worry about putting those chemicals down your drain, corroding, letting the acid eat. It literally disintegrates and liquefies and just destroys all of that buildup. And look, okay, so we put the store-bought stuff in there, and we saw it was liquid just at the bottom of the curve of the drain. Now we're gonna use SuperFast Max, activate it with water, and watch the difference.
Okay, so nothing's happened. I'm keeping this away from my face because the chemicals do stink, but nothing's happened with that. But I poured, so I gotta explain this. They say on the back of this bottle, they say don't mix chemicals. You can have a chemical reaction. You know, you can't mix acids and ammonias and stuff like that. We have an innovative drain cleaning method. No acid, no ammonia. And that's why we can use that over top of the standing chemicals. And that's why that accelerated formula.
This is the difference, you guys. Like, honestly, when you can't see what's going underneath your sinks, right? You don't know what's happening. We are showing you what's happening. We're showing you the difference. And then after you pour the SuperFast Max down. Do you have to wait 12 hours or 16 hours or 24 hours? Like, what do you suggest?
You're gonna wait a minimum of 10 minutes.
Okay.
But what I like to do, big cleaning tip for you at home, or you too, Valerie, when you're using this, I like to do it at night, let the product sit overnight. And if you have a second-story home, a third-story home, do it upstairs, leave it sit overnight. In the morning time, you run that drain for 5 minutes, that drain line comes back squeaky clean. Every drain down below you is gonna be squeaky clean. Let me do that one more time, because I gotta explain this.
Can I use this on apartments and?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah?
Yes,
okay.
yes. Apartments, condos, you know, associations. Remember, no bleach, no ammonia, no animal fats. That's why you can use it. So everything was suspended free from the inside of the drain line. It's been broken down by being saponified. Now you run hot water. You run that for 5 minutes. The drain lines, they come back squeaky clean. You'll love that. No drain gas, no drain odors coming back up on you.
No drain odors, no standing water, no stinkiness. Like, you can get the job done. So what drains can I use this on? Like bathrooms, kitchens? Like, tell me about what drains I can use this on.
So this is safe for any application. If you have a septic tank at home, it's safe on there. If PVC drain lines, galvanized steel drain lines, a lot of people have older homes. I remember Helen Keeney always says she has an older home, she has older pipes. Those older homes usually have the old terracotta clay pipes.
Oh, wow.
And they're very fragile, so you can't heat them up with chemicals. You can use the SuperFast Max on any one of those applications. We got a huge boater community out there, RV community. You can use this on the black tank or the gray tank. It's gonna open and clean it. But watch this, here. I need you to know something right here. You see that unit? That's the dirtiest place in the whole house. It's known as the inside of the drain line of the kitchen sink. There's 500,000 particles of bacteria per square inch on the drain line of the kitchen sink. You gotta maintenance and clean that because that's a food source for bugs and critters. They don't die, they multiply. I say that to say this big hunk of oil byproduct right here, this represents last week's food, last month's food, or even last year's food. I'm gonna pour an application right over top of that, and you'll see within seconds, within 10 seconds or less, it goes to work to break down all the fats, oils, and greases, the bug matter, the waste matter, whatever's down there, the paper matter, it's breaking it all down. And you'll love that degreasing technology. We call it saponify.
I'm still like, I'm just like shocked. I'm like, I have seen this work, but it's always so intensely like, just satisfying to know that I'm not having to mix anything with this except for just water. That's it, just hot water. There is no measuring and doing, it's one scoop, it's a powder, and you put it down the drain and you activate it with hot water, and then you let it do its job. This is the largest size we've done with a savings today, and on FlexPay, it's $10 to get it home. This is a 16 ounce, and each scoop, you get the scooper, this is one serving, right, one scoop, and that's gonna take care of unclogging one of your drains. Don't let it get to the point, or maybe you're a household that has that residual clog all the time, right? Because you're using the store-bought stuff and it's never actually cleaning it. It's just kind of masking it for a little while, right?
Yeah, and a lot of my friends use the consumer products, and that's what happens. It gives you temporary relief, but in a couple days, the clog comes back. Ours doesn't do this, but let me point this out. Hair is the #1 culprit to your clogs at home. Every drain line consists of some hair, and what happens is you take a good look at the inside of the drain line, it's coated with fats, oils, and greases. Now picture this. You wash your hair one time, you wash your pets one time, the hair goes down into the inside of the drain line and it clings to that sticky wall. And every time you do that, it builds and builds and builds till there's a nest of hair completely choking out the drain lines. I say that to say this, you gotta see this. We have one of the only hair dissolving formulas in the country that we know of here at HSN. I'm gonna pour an application right over top of this hair. There it is. Now watch this. I wanna play a time-lapse video for you because if you have hair buildup at home in your drain lines, it takes 10 minutes. For pet hair, for human hair, for fuzz, lint, even fur in your drain line. Yes, I said it. It breaks it all down into foam like it's designed to do by saponifying that hair.
All right, we're gonna keep on keeping on because this is literally something that we can't keep in stock. The fact that we have the larger size, the fact that you're getting the least amount of, I think it's literally, it comes out to be less than $2 per clearing or clogging and cleaning your drains, as opposed to the stuff that's literally cash in the trash. You're pouring it down, it's not doing anything. This is the SuperFast Max Concentrate. This is the store-bought stuff. Look at the difference. There is no deciding which one you want to pour down your drains. Remember, this is not going to corrode your drains. It's not eating away your drains. It's cleaning the drains, and it's getting rid of all the buildup, all of the hair and the gunk and the debris and the last week's and last month's food and dinner. I mean, it's just that there's no difference. I mean, this is a science experiment, and it makes, which one would you want to buy? It's clear.
So to paint the picture for you, these corrosive materials, remember, they make heat in your drain line. So I poured the whole bottle in there. It says only use half the bottle, but you at home, sometimes you do that. You pour the whole bottle. Now, the chemicals, they go down to the bottom of the drain. Take a look here. And they just sit there. And those chemicals are building heats of up to 180 degrees. Your pipes are getting so hot, and then they crack. And that right there,
bigger problem.
that bottle cost you thousands of dollars to dig up the sidewalk or to dig out the bathroom wall.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point.
No, stop it. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Use SuperFast.
Use SuperFast. Okay, let's move on. I know we only have a couple minutes left, and we've already sold over I can't even read, 4,000, nearly 200 of these. I think that's what that says. And lots of you in the phone lines, because again, it's not a matter of if this is going to happen. It's a matter of when. You're not storing multiple chemicals or anything underneath, you know, your sinks or your drains. You're using a powder. It's water activated, so it instantly goes to work. You're not seeing this at home because you don't have clear pipes.
Right.
I mean, if you do, you must have a very fancy house.
I'd like
to see that. But you're getting to see it here as to the difference between that store-bought stuff. $10 gets this home. It literally, I couldn't even finish my sentence and it was done working.
It's already done, right. Give it up to 10 minutes. Give it up to 10 minutes for a completely clogged drain.
Okay.
Let me explain. If you're just tuning in, here's what it is. SuperFast Max is industry leading at opening the drain lines, but it's a drain cleaner. It opens the drain lines and cleans that drain line. We have a perfect consistency. When you mix this with water, it's heavier than water. It gets down through the standing water. Remember, when you have a clog, you're standing in water. This gets through that standing water, and it gets to that clog. Now, with the accelerated formula, it starts to work within seconds. You're not waiting 30 minutes like the consumer products. Give it 10 seconds to go to work, and then you just let that break down. You run hot water for 5 minutes. That drain line comes back squeaky clean every time you do it.
Every single time. All right, we do see you. If you want to use the QR code, you can jump to the front of the line. Do we have one more we want to show? I'd love to do this one. I know that we only got like 10 seconds left, but bathroom sinks, doesn't matter whether you have what type of sink you have, right?
That's
it's a glass sink.
That's the point right here. You got designer stuff at home.
Yeah.
This isn't a corrosive material. You would think twice about using the acid product because it would rust out and etch the chrome fixture in there. It would compromise it. But down below, our product doesn't hurt anything, but it definitely breaks down the toothpaste, the hair products, the skin products, the makeup, the lotions and potions, and it's safe on all those different drain lines.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to point out. I want you to get it home and I want you to try it. You know, you have 30 days to try anything, so maybe it's that problematic bathroom or that you know, your kitchen that you're like, okay, it's always an issue, it always stinks, I'm always having to deal with a clogged drain, I'm always calling that plumber. Just stop the madness, right? Get the SuperFast Max, get it home, try it. We'll send it out to you for $10 on any major credit card, and this is the largest size that we do. And it's 4,000, we've already sold over 4,200. Now we do have one of the newest components to the Professor Amos family, and this is the